sharp reef at times. And Kanoa just waiting for a chance. With priority, he's going to make a move. The rookie needs an 8-3-3 to create a huge upset. He stalls super deep at backdoor. Igarashi comes flying out. He ends up going down off that rooftop float. How many times can this rookie do it under pressure? Giving himself a chance to try to turn this heat, Potts.
Well, I think we've just seen the upset right there. Kanoa just played the patient game, sat with priority for quite some time, and that absolute bomb came his way. An 8.33 required. This heat is over. And now the waiting game. Was that enough? Let's have a look. Big solid wave. Kanoa slides in, stalling, gets deep inside and just comes out standing tall. Look at the shot from the drone here. This is going to be a perfect angle. Disappears even from that angle. So Kanoa Igarashi, is this going to be enough? Is it going to be that 8.33 required? Let's have a look at the shot from the water. Look at this wave. Wide open, standing tall is Kanoa Igarashi. Comes flying out, didn't finish it off, but I think all the damage was done, Joe. What do you reckon?
Still waiting for the decision from the judges next door. I'm just so impressed with this rookie. With priority, waiting for so long for a chance to fight back. Meanwhile, Kelly's doing his thing, catching waves, getting the crowd behind him, and then with 30 seconds, there's closeout sets. He doesn't even look at him, and one chance to turn it, locks in beautifully. It was a massive barrel, perfect technique. The judge is about to make their decision.
Yep.
Kanoa gets the score. 8-8-3 on the buzzer to take out the greatest of all time. The rookie will move to the final of the Pipe Masters.
Unbelievable. Can this day get any crazier, Joe? That was fantastic right there. Just the patience, the whereabouts, just the headspace to be able to slide into that bomb. 8.83.
Unbelievable. Kanoa made a statement when he qualified for the tour that he wanted to prove to the world that he's solid in all types of condition. Well, he's had that day here at the Pipe Masters to turn in his best ever result in his career. Getting Zeke on the tour by beating Jordy in the quarters. Now he just took out an 11-time world champ, a 7-time Pipe Master in the second semifinal.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, that was an unreal heat. Kelly Slater looked like he was going to go on with that and win it. And I think now, Joe, because of the fact that Kelly did not make the final, that gives John the Triple Crown.
That's official. John Florence wins the Vans Triple Crown of surfing for the 3rd time in his career. Kelly Slater now ready to go with Rosie Hodge.
That's right. Well, Kelly, I mean, you kind of had control of that heat the whole way. Use your priority, turn around, see Kanoa on that last wave. Your thoughts just digesting that and seeing him get that winning wave.
Oh, I didn't use my priority. He had priority. So I was hoping that he was going to go the one I went because it looked like a closeout. And then when that set came, there was a minute left and it was just like whitewash everywhere. And I went, nah, it's going to be too whitewatered out for him. And then a peak came to him. So, you know, I don't know, the wave picks the guy, you know, the conditions, the day is picked by the conditions, you know, and they come to the guy who's supposed to win. So, you know, good for Kanoa. He had a great day. First time in the Pipe Masters, makes the final. It's pretty sick. Right there, just won the Triple Crown for John. Put Zeke on tour the heat before that. So, you know, it's his day. I hope he wins.
And the young guys coming through, you were mentioning how inspired you are by them, but right now standing here, making the semifinals, having a great run. I mean, it's just so inspiring and motivating for next year.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, I think they might have announced the Rookie of the Year too early with Kaio, because I'm having a feeling there might be a different scenario. I don't think people realize that Kanoa might be in that mix. I don't know. Somebody has to check those numbers, but if he were to win, maybe he could win the Rookie of the Year too.
In so many scenarios, we've got 2 surfers that have been so informed. Who's your pick for the final?
It's a tough one because it just seems like the waves have been coming to both those guys. You know, they've just been really in sync with it today. They really made the right decisions and put themselves in the right spot, you know, the right pace of the heats. And I mean, I did everything I possibly could with my pacing in that heat to win, and you know, the wave came to him. So it's, you know, it's just kind of obvious. I think both those guys, you know, no one would have picked Michelle to beat John out here with all the steam that John has and the knowledge he has in this wave. So, I mean, both those guys are on fire. It's good.
And, you know, you've made your intentions clear for next year that you're going to make a run for your 12th world title. How are you feeling at the moment for that?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've been making a little bit of headway into, get myself physically in the right place, and I feel like I've been surfing pretty good, taking enough time off, but, in between surf days to try to feel good, and so, no, I'm excited. I also feel like, surfing these last few contests have been good because I've really been feeling the pace of heats, and it's turning more and more as we advance and people get better. It turns more and more into a chess game, and it's where do you sit when that guy is priority? When you're ahead or behind, what decisions do you make? And that's really how heats play out. You can go out and just completely shred someone to pieces, and that's going to happen now and then, but most often, 75 to 90% of the time, the guy who just paces himself right wins heats. And so it's, talent's putting you way ahead of the thing. A guy like John, just his talent alone is amazing, but you've seen it taken him a few years to put it all together, and he started pacing those heats right. And you got a guy who can surf great and pace heats good, and it's really hard to beat him. So, that's what it's turning. I think we're all realizing it's more and more that.
Kelly, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your time off. The final is set. Michelle Perez, Kanoa Igarashi. After the break, a little bit of a preview of the Pipeline Masters with Ronnie and Ross.